There is something special about playing video games when we were younger that I just cannot explain. As gamers, we have a special place in our hearts for countless games, but sometimes I wonder, was this game actually good, or was it my young heart overexcited to be playing any game I could get my hands on? Join us as we find out, should we play it again? Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers was released by Capcom in North America on June 1990 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. The plot for this game isn't anything too amazing, but it's pretty fun. The Rescue Rangers are on a mission to retrieve a missing kitten for their cute little neighbor Mandy. Gadget goes on ahead to check out the area, and Monterey Jack is sent out to investigate sightings of odd mechanical dogs with his partner Zipper. The Rescue Rangers proceed through the streets and into a lab where they are attacked by a mad robot. After Chip 'n Dale defeat this robot, Fat Cat reveals that Mandy's kitten was just a distraction so that he could capture Gadget and force her to work for him. Now don't ask me about that one. Gadget somehow manages to contact Chip 'n Dale by a wireless phone and sending a map via carrier pigeon. I cannot tell you guys enough how many fond memories I have of this game. I spent so many countless hours playing this game with my brothers as a child. I remember the cartridge we had was not in the best shape. We would spend about 10 minutes just trying to get the game started, blowing in the game, cleaning it with Q-tips, smacking the cartridge against my leg over and over and over again, somehow thinking that was going to help, but when the game would finally start, we would jump around and sing the Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers theme song out loud and the excitement would overwhelm us. One of the main reasons I remember this game being so great was the two-player co-op option. The two-player option was so fun for so many reasons. You could throw your choice of weapon directly at each other and it would stun the opposing person for a few seconds. Boy, I remember really ticking my brothers off doing this. Another reason is that you could pick up your partner and carry him through the level. Now you could do it just to make him mad and throw him directly into an enemy or off a cliff, but it really came in handy on those hard to navigate levels. There are many places in the game where the better player would have to carry the other one around and then toss them into place when they are done completing this part. Throwing the player back into place was a little bit of a challenge for me sometimes. I don't know why. I guess I didn't have the best aim. Another cool feature in this game was that you could choose which levels to access via a map of various locations. I know you didn't have a wide variety and many options, but being able to choose one area over another made the game that much better. Trust me, after playing the game a few times, you knew which levels you did not like to play, and man, it felt good to be able to skip right over them. If you were a fan of the animated series like I was, it was so fun to see Monterey Jack come and help as well as Zipper. Monterey Jack assists by temporarily breaking down certain barricades, and Zipper helps by granting invincibility to the player that finds him. It's short-lived, but it helps. I did find that feature a little unhelpful on co-op though, because if you obtain the invincibility, you would just want to rush through as much of the stage as you can while you still have the power, which would result in your partner frantically trying to keep up and usually resulting in dying or getting hit at least a few times. Although you do not get to play as Monterey Jack or Zipper, it is just fun to have them join in. Something I forgot to mention earlier in the video was that when you start the game, you don't have a character select option. Player 1 is Chip and Player 2 is Dale, and that was always an issue in my house. Oh man, I remember every time we would get that game fired up, me and my brother Adam would race over to that Player 1 controller as quick as possible to play as Chip. I don't even know why that is though. Dale plays exactly the same. I guess it's the fact that Chip was just that cool character that every kid wanted to play as back in the day. A noteworthy feature in the gameplay of this game is that you can hide inside the objects that you pick up. It is pretty fun to kill an enemy just by watching them walk into you. The way the enemies died were awesome. They basically would be moseying along and just tap you and fly into outer space at full speed. And just so you guys know, this game isn't really hard at all. It's a pretty basic side-scrolling action game when it comes to difficulty. The bosses in this game are all really easy, but for a game like this, it works. I think it just really helps the game keep flowing. The final boss, Fat Cat, I actually found to be the easiest of them all. You can just stand directly to the right or left of his ashes and keep throwing the ball up and catching it, and his ashes will not hit you. What the? So when you finally defeat Fat Cat in that long, hard, grueling battle, You get a pretty simple ending that thanks you, but it also kind of sets itself up for a sequel, which was also released by Capcom on December 10th, 1993. Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers 2 was a pretty fun game and had most of the same qualities that this one did, but it was just not as much fun to me personally. Now that's a personal opinion, so nobody take it to heart or anything. It was a fun game, just I don't remember it being as much fun as this game. And sorry guys, I do not have any footage available right now of Chip 'n Dale 2, so yes, you're just watching more of Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers, Part 1. And now we come to the main question. Should you play it again? The answer is pretty obvious in this one. I got all the same excitement I did when I was a kid. The game felt exactly the same to me. It played the way I remember. I found myself laughing with my friend Ricky while playing this game, playing the same pranks on him I did in the game as I did to my brothers so long ago. So yes, YouTubers, I highly encourage you to play this one again. If you have ever enjoyed this game as a child, you will enjoy it just as much now. Even if you have never tried this game, I would like to personally recommend it to you. Everyone, dust off that old cartridge and grab a friend if possible so you can play it again. If you guys enjoyed this overview of this game, please let me know by clicking the like button, leaving a comment, maybe even subscribing. If not, no worries. See you guys next time.